What I did first was I put a base coat of black on Alex's body and then highlighted with iridescent powder, silver and copper, to try and get some definition on the muscles.
Okay, Alex, what are you doing?
At the moment I'm blending the edges with liquid latex, edges between my skin and prosthetics, so it's the edges are not so rough.
You can also paint it on the prosthetics itself. Normally, if you're just using it quite new prosthetics, if you don't put the latex on, the paint will sink in it and you won't be able to get it off very easily and use it again. And also the reason we use prosthetics on his face is that it gives the face more definition, makes it more cat-like. So if we put the latex on, it just makes it, smooths it all in, so that when I paint it, there's hopefully not going to be ridges. I'm using Wolf Brothers body paint, which is actually very, I find it's the paint that I like to use best, because when it dries it doesn't crack as much as some of the other paints can. After a while it cracks a little bit, and then if you want to go in and try and paint over the cracks, with some of the paints it will lift the paint you've already put on, it'll lift it back off again. But I find that with this brand of paint that doesn't really happen. Unfortunately, when you're painting latex, it doesn't behave the same way skin does. So if you're not careful, you can lift the paint off almost as soon as you're putting it on. So you need to just do it slowly and give it a chance to dry, and then you can go back over with more paint. Once I've painted black all over the face, I'll come back and do some white highlights around the muzzle, which I'll also blend in, and then we'll add fangs. And near the end I will paint his hands and stick claws on, and also highlight the claws as well, and paint claws on his feet. And the very last thing we'll do will be to tie the tail on.
How long does the whole job take?
It really depends on which big cat we're doing, but on average I would say about at least 5 hours to do the whole thing, with the prosthetics and the tail and the fangs and the contacts. Obviously there's some parts you have to just stop and let it dry, or work on other parts of the body in order to let the parts dry that you need to, and then come back to them after. And it's always a good idea to have a walk around and check the whole body at the end, because you can sometimes miss bits. I usually leave underneath the arms till the last and paint those, just so the body has a chance to breathe. Well, you don't want to put the latex too near to the eyes, because it can make them water, and obviously you don't want to get alcohol too close to the eyes. Alex, why don't you explain what it feels like to have all that stuff on your face?
Terrific. Everyone should do it once in a while.
What have you done? See, this is how we spread it in. And then you
It's not help when you drink on the job.